Good evening. Just giving everybody a quick update on my Impulse and things to look for. I sent an email to Horizon today, and hopefully y'all can see that okay. I went ahead and busted out the epoxy today, and I recommend it. Actually, I used G-Flex and came back in and fixed some issues with this thing. I've ran it 3 times. On the second run, I completely greased the stuffing tube really good, taped the hatch. Still had water. Each time I've had about a cup and a half of water in this thing. The hull is immaculate. There's not an imperfection at all in this thing. I went over every screw. I went over everything on this boat, and I was still getting water. So I put it in the pool this morning after drying it out. On the third run, I got about 2 cups of water out of this thing, and it was not coming through the stuffing tube. There was no grease in the cup. There was no water in the cup right there. The grease cup right here. They've got the cover just like the Blackjack 42 does. And when you pull that, you can tell if you've got water coming in there. There'll be, moisture and drops of water around that, around your motor, around your collet. But none of that. And all the screws, every screw in it, I went through it. So apparently there must have been an imperfection maybe in the stern on this. I was getting water when I set it in my pool and just pushed down on it a little bit. I was getting water right on the base of the plastic inside this thing. Get my head out of the light, but right in those lower screws along that seam in between the stern and the bottom of the boat. So, bust out the epoxy. I was not sending this back. The boat is nothing wrong. It was probably just a factor of maybe something left in between the plastic that they used to support that stern. When they glued it in, maybe there was an air bubble or something. Just an update, guys. Just check it out if you're having a water problem. Again, this is something I've let Horizon know about and emailed the technical support on. And it's nothing. It's an easy fix. It took maybe 10 minutes to mix it up, let it sit around for about 15 minutes and gel up a little, and just fix it. Put you a nice little seam around it. You can go ahead and actually epoxy all the lock nuts in, so they'll stay in place if you want. That G-Flex will stick to that one, no problem. You've got to sand it just a touch around if you want to do it like that. If you don't, just don't even worry about it. Just hit the seams around it. Put a little extra on the strut, on the stuffing tube, where the stuffing tube comes through. Put you a little extra there, and where they've got the the drain, not the drain, but the extra water pickup in the bottom of the boat. You can go ahead and put you a little extra around that. Let that sit first, and then tilt your boat up level. Make sure everything's level now. You don't want to put excess on one side. Everything you're putting on one side, you want to do the other. So make sure it's not running, and make sure it's that stuff's set up long enough that it won't run. You can actually pour it in I get these they're little syringes. You can actually reuse them right here. They sell them at West Marine. You can just bend them when you're done. Pop the G-Flex right back out of the epoxy right back out. They've got a good selection of stuff at West Marine anyway, and it stays fresh. They've always got a fresh supply of epoxies and hardeners and anything else you need. It's a little expensive, most everything is right now, but like I said, guys, this is an update. I'm going to take this thing out and rip it again tomorrow. This stuff takes about 4.5 to 5 hours to cure, so in the morning when I get up, this thing will be ready to rock and roll. I'll keep you guys updated. I'm going to put a GPS in it. Like I said, I was cruising around the dock. I got 40 miles an hour, 40 to 43 miles an hour, just with ease. I mean, just really just easing, checking water, not even doing a speed test. We did a speed test on the 42, but we were just having some fun yesterday, breaking the rain. Y'all have a great one.